I feel in the pain right now. I want my son. I can't get him back. He's dead. And I'm sitting here. I'm worrying about finding the money. I'm worrying about charity giving us the money. I'm worrying about, I have to bury my son. I'm worried about my kids. I still can't even grieve the way I want to grieve.
The UK, are you ready for RJ? My man's got moves, criminal.
Raheem Johnson died unexpectedly in February at the age of 21. His mother Amanda now has to find several £1,000s to pay for his funeral, money she simply doesn't have.
Like, I had enough. I had enough of the whole thing. Where would you find £9,000? Like, where would you find that money? This is just to bury you.
After being encouraged to shop around, Amanda found an undertaker willing to do the funeral for £4,000.
We have to get this money by Tuesday. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 4 days. I mean, that's 3 sleeps in 4 days. That's no time.
Raheem's girlfriend Chelsea has been helping Amanda navigate the slow, complicated and confusing process of applying for charitable grants and loans from governmental departments like the DWP.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name.
The same thing that happened.
I mean, we've rung so many people up asking to do instalment payments and they're saying no, even if no matter how much you pour on your heart and you're explaining the situation, it seems like nobody wanted to support us. And this is how we are feeling, like in some way that we're failing him because we can't get this funeral sorted. You're just going through the same things every single day, saying the same things every single day. You're telling yourself the same things every day. You're asking yourself the same questions every day. I mean, tomorrow we get up and this is the first thing that we're going to be onto. We get up crack-ass of dawn to sort things out. And it's a million things, having to deal with your emotions, but also professionals trying to get information on the coroner, the funeral, everything. It's all too much. The whole situation is all too much.
Friends have raised over £800 to help with the funeral costs, but it won't be enough on its own. In order to understand her options, Amanda has been put in touch with Down to Earth, a charity who provide free support and advice for people struggling to pay for funerals.
Now, some people ask for the council to carry out what's called a public health funeral when they just can't get the money together at all. And that's a simple funeral. Usually someone would either be cremated or buried in a shared grave. Are you still there, Amanda? Yeah, no problem. It would be a surprise to me if the money came through by Tuesday to go ahead on Friday.
Yeah. I don't like hearing the bit where you have someone buried on top.
Amanda visits the local cemetery with her daughter Laurie and friend Cass to see the area set aside for public burials.
I don't understand. You can't have...
The £4,000 will pay for a shared, unmarked grave somewhere around here.
So where do we go from here then? These are all the people, to me, that don't want nothing. And over there is the people that have, like on the other side, they got the money, they can pay for it. They got their family or friends, they can help them. So this is the side you will go.
With the working week over, Amanda faces an uncertain weekend waiting to hear if any of the loans she has applied for will be accepted in time for the funeral director's Tuesday deadline. Have there been any developments over the weekend?
No. The funeral home said he thinks it's best to put it off for next week, so that will give us enough time so that we can come up with the money.
But there's an amount of time that you have before you can't really sort of see the body again. It's just getting that information, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hard. Just wanna I just wish I could do more.
With no family in the UK aside from her children, Amanda's friend Enid arrives to offer support.
What do you mean by a community grave?
Trying to get hold of the money is consuming much of their time, but Amanda still doesn't know how her son died, so is in regular contact with the police.
You guys have all the recordings of what happened, the time and the date. I don't want it. I don't want to be right now. I got a book with things that written down.
Everything.
I want information on paper because it's my son and I'm going to bury him. That is what I want at the moment. I'm really, really annoyed to the fact where I haven't got no time to grieve. I have no time to grieve for my son because I have to worry about a million things. How do I feel? I feel really broken now, really, really hurt. I want my son, I can't get him.
During this phone call, Amanda receives another call from the funeral director.
Who is it? Hi, Martin. We are coming.
He's been working hard behind the scenes to find a solution.
What?
What? What is it? Who is it? What?
We're going to have to give you a call back. We've just got some information, some serious information. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Single grave,
Yeah.
which is a community grave, but it's over where the wall. It's not where you went on the left. It's right over the other side. And you can buy that. But it's only going to be a single grave.
Yeah.
But you still got to purchase it later on.
Yeah.
But you haven't got to pay the 1,850. You've got to pay for the chapel and the minister and that. So we've got to try and get 1,930 by tomorrow. Can you do that?
I will try.
Put someone else on.
Hello.
Oh yeah, you alright?
Yes, I'm right. Yes. And who am I speaking to?
I'm going to get a loan out.
Okay, so we got,
So we've just got to get 1,930.
but we got 810 there.
We've got 810, so technically all we need to get, we'll focus on just a grand, really. Focus
Yeah.
on a grand.
Yeah.
We've got to
Yeah,
get
but
£1,110
Yeah.
by tomorrow. So that's just looking at payday loans. Oh, my phone died.
Who will get the payday loan?
Who will get the payday loan? Me and Amanda. So we both get out 2 separate loans.
But the payday loans, you don't have a lot of time to pay it back. You have to pay it back when you get.
No, you don't.
No.
There's so many options.
Yeah, there's
I've gone
options,
through it
okay.
so many times, and there's
Okay.
up to so many months that you can pay it back. You can go on a site where it will compare loads of different payday loans, and it will give you the best one
Okay.
at the top, you know, for how much you pay back, obviously with interest.
This is so crazy. It's mad.
Yeah. The funeral, will you be having an open coffin? What? What's
You
it
actually
gonna be
haven't
called?
discussed that, have you?
I don't know.
An open casket?
You know, we are here, we get in the money and stuff like that, but I just don't want that to go. Because we only have like just 1 week or even like 4 days. 4 days. What is today? Today is Monday.
You can go every day if you want to. You
It's
can
not
go
that.
every
It's
day.
not that. Not
I know.
not going there.
You only have 4 days to.
It's not just going there. You know, it's like you're not gonna see him ever again. And that is what gave me really upset. Because even though he's there now, we can go and see him, but after that we can't, you know, you can't see him, you just go into the grave and that's it. But how did you deal with that?
And sometimes you have to face reality because That is the way it is. My daughter died a long time ago. She was 11. She was back in Guyana. I was sending for her then. And she died suddenly too. I had a phone call. She was dead. It was a long time ago, but I'm not crying for my daughter now, trust me. As the years go by, the pain gets less and less.
Basically, what you're saying is that, like, to forget and face like reality.
No. You can never forget. What I'm saying.
It's your emotions.
It's like an open wound right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's never closed, but it does get easier. It does get easier. I don't know how to operate this thing, you know. Every time I got this thing, when I operate, I cut people off. How are you supposed to answer this?
Hi, we got some good news for you.
I knew there'd be news of some sort, and I'm glad it's good.
Really, really good.
Why not?
Hi everyone, hi. Tell me your news.
Our news is that this morning I got a call from Martin, and he said, guess what? The DWP has paid him £4,000. £4,000. I couldn't even cry. I'm so happy. I said to him when I come up there, I said, I got to give you a big hug. I got to.
Who put the door there?
You got to take your sunglasses off. We're indoors now.
And I haven't had a drink. It's my glasses as well.
Oh my God.
With the burial costs now covered, in fact, by the local council, Amanda can finally turn her attention to planning the funeral itself. The celebrant arrives to help write Raheem's eulogy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, it's very easy, so we'll start off. So do you remember, what were you like when you were pregnant? Did you have any cravings?
Oh, yes.
Dried milk? Dried milk? Yeah. What? Just dry?
Yeah, with
What,
like
in a spoon?
Yeah, with you would put like you would put sugar. So you mix it.
When did he meet Chelsea? Where did he meet her?
My house.
Were you having a party?
No, I called him up at, I went out on a night out, I called him up at 4:30 in the morning, drunk, asking him to come to my house, and he actually got on the train at like 5:30 and come to my house.
So you met him in a club?
No, I met him on Facebook.
You met him on Facebook?
Yeah, and then he come to my house.
Oh, one of those, you know, when you scroll through and you say, do you know this person?
But we actually had no mutual friends. No mutual friends or
That's
anything like
weird.
that. We didn't know each other, and then he just added me.
And you started talking on Facebook?
Yeah.
You booty called him.
Yeah, and he was there.
And he was there like a rat up a drain pipe.
Romantic,
I was that drunk, I forgot he was coming. So I went upstairs to bed, and my mum opened the door to him and was like, yeah, she's upstairs.
You were your mum!
I know.
Oh.
My mum really liked him, though. Really liked him. Bought my mum chocolates the first time we met her.
Smooth.
Yeah.
So that's it really, isn't it? I mean, so the next thing you know, you're getting the phone call like Amanda did. The next few days aren't going to be easy. I can't even pretend to tell you what Friday's going to be like. If you can in some way start to say goodbye to him, if you can do it sooner rather than later, Friday's going to be really hard if you don't try and say goodbye to him today. It's a burial is incredibly emotional.
No. Like, say goodbye to him today. No.
All right, okay, it's...
I understand what you mean, though. I understand. Right.
Ready?
Go on. There are 7 stages, and you are now at this anger stage. And there are different types of anger, and you want to smash things. And you're like, that probably is a good idea to do, you know what I mean?
Maybe just go somewhere and start
bottles and just smash it. Do you get the bus stop from?
I think it's up there.
Amanda is on her way to the funeral parlour for what might be her last opportunity to see Raheem.
On a date now.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
But tomorrow.
You okay? Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Fucking can't take it anymore!
She needs to be grieving for her boy, you know, and unfortunately she hasn't had the time to do it. But just
Most people walk through this door, they have to get a loan or they have to go through the government to get funds. It'll probably be a long time before it'll happen again. In 5 years, it's probably the second one we've dealt with like this.
in this game we see it. We've seen loads of things. You know, children, young mums, young fathers just passing away, and unfortunately families have been left to try and find the money to bury their loved ones.
Yeah.
There is a problem. There is a problem in the funeral industry.
Yeah, we're ready.
Martin takes Amanda to see the new plot he has secured for Raheem.
He's near the wall, so it's going to be down the bottom.
Then at the bottom.
Is that grave diggers there?
Yeah. Wow.
He's on his own, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Thank God for that. Oh my God. All of that fighting.
It's done now.
Just can't believe it, to be honest. We did it, guys. Teamwork. Teamwork. Hey. So where did we come from? Oh yeah.
It's just straight down here.
Comparing to over there, and then you go back there. Like over there was like somewhere like this.
It's the day of the funeral, but after all she has been through, Amanda is still not ready to say goodbye.
Where did you bake it? Oh, I put the baking powder. It won't come off.
No, like cooking like a cake.
So, you know, 3 weeks ago, we were not like this.
No.
It feels so relief to be like this, like a big relief. Okay, that's. Ooh. I gotta be like really focused at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take every minute as it comes, Amanda. It's the only thing you can do.
Okay?
No, let me go, please. Just let me go.
No. Can't go by the hole like that.
I can.
Yeah, but not like this.
Yeah, we gather here now. We all bring with us a certain sense of sadness and emptiness. Sadness at having lost Raheem, who we have loved and cared for, and the emptiness that we may feel as not being able to physically see, hear, or touch him anymore.
I think people should be able to go through grief in the way that they're supposed to, but not having to go through 12 or 20 people. And all of them are telling you, no, you can't do this, we can't do, we need this, we need that. You feel sick, you feel hurt, you feel broken down, you feel like everyone out there is against you. I just wish that, the government will have something straightforward so other people wouldn't go through what I've been through.